Good evening,
Dicks.
mortals.
Short.
So 3 things just happened. Hello, everyone. Good to see you. We are live. We're going to be playing some Exalted. I'm here with some very fancy people who
fancy
just said,
today.
and I cannot stress this enough, at the same time, Dix and which is great. How's everyone doing tonight?
I'm feeling like it's shorts weather.
Jorts weather?
Yeah.
You know
Good
that
thing
was...
you're wearing jorts.
I am wearing shorts today, yes.
George shorts. Shorts.
Not wearing pants.
I am not wearing pants today. That is correct. It is laundry day, and I am wearing shorts.
Jorts.
So, you know, guys just enjoy that, I guess. How's everyone else doing, aside from Aki, who is jorts, apparently?
Pretty alright.
Sam says if they're gym shorts, they're gorts, not jorts.
Actually, it's still pronounced jorts, like in GIF or Jod.
Oh.
Why are you like this?
It's Jif.
Yeah, GIF or Jod, you know.
Just like with Jif,
God.
you wish it was, but it's pronounced gorts.
Cut my jorbs into pieces. These are my homemade jorts. Hello T, hello Blackthorn. How's everyone doing? Good to see you, Pattern Spiders. So, hey players, do you recall what happened in the last episode?
A child went demon.
Child went demon. Ooh.
And
Darius and Ben had a disagreement, and then demon.
Is Scald gonna be here?
I don't know. He said he was going to be here, so we'll see.
Yeah, he said he was gonna be a little late.
Then he said
then
he
he
wouldn't
said he
be
wasn't.
late, and now he's late. Who are we going to believe? Ah! I choose to believe that Scald secretly hates us and doesn't want to, and like literally could not stomach another minute of this.
My Charlie says hi Blair.
Your what?
Oh,
Your
says
Charlie
hi to one of
says
the
hi,
Pattern
Blair.
Spiders.
Okay, I don't know that Blair's in the chat yet, but
Oh, never
I
mind.
will let them know. We will see. Blair is kind of hit or miss on Exalted days because
That's fair.
I don't think it's up Blair's alley as much, but you know.
That's
we'll see.
fair.
Yeah, so, what happened last time was you guys were investigating a school called the Red School that had been opened by a local philanthropist in the last 3 years. And when you got there, it seemed like kind of like a little slice of heaven on earth. Like, all the kids were well educated, and the class size was very small. Everyone was very focused. It was interested. The teachers and the principal are very passionate. And, oh yeah, they have a basement with what looks to be a giant castle in a place possibly outside reality, in which they were abducting children. Not from the school, funny story.
Those kids are probably already possessed.
Best kill
That's why
all
they're
of
being
them,
so nice.
just to be safe.
Yep. Mm.
Right? Right? That's
Don't
where you
tell-
were going with that?
Don't tell Darius that.
Hey, Darius.
He might do it.
When have I ever set the expectation that I kill children?
You blew up a church
That there were no children in that church.
that you knew of.
That church had one level, one room, and a basement with the
Uh-huh.
dude's son that was a vampire.
Okay. Did you check the basement?
You said there were only 2 bodies in there after I blew it up.
Yeah, 2 bodies left. My point is that you didn't know. You don't
I
get to
don't have it always
retroactively claim it was fine because there didn't happen to be any innocents in the building.
You're assuming that
By
there
the
would be
way,
children.
there was an innocent in the building. Potentially 2 of them, depending on how you classify someone who's been turned against his will.
He wasn't innocent. He was keeping a vampire on holy ground.
Yeah, his son, who he was desperately trying to help, and when he figured out he couldn't help him, asked you for help. You responded by killing both of them in an explosion.
Ethics?
Angry
Is
grim
that some
noises.
kind of sauce?
What?
Ethics? Is that like some kind of sauce you put
Yeah,
on some
no shit.
pasta or something?
It's like,
Angry
hey, can you
grim
please
noises.
help me and my son? And you're like, yes, 200% kill rate. There may be some collateral in that I will collateral your ass.
I love that one.
Thank you. I just came up with that midway through saying it, so I'm pretty proud of that one.
So you started saying it.
Yeah, and I
then
didn't
you
know
came
where I
up
was
with
going.
it. Wow.
This
That's
may shock
typical.
you to hear, but that's pretty standard for me.
Yeah.
I'm really good at thinking on my feet, not so much at thinking.
Period.
Period.
I didn't think we said periods. Do I need to say periods after my sentence? Period. So anyway, exalted. Period.
God damn it.
Hearing the god damn it or like the sigh is like, that's all I want in life. Okay. So guys, we're gonna pick up basically where we left off, which is you are in the basement castle thing, in the center of it where all the bells are tied to ribbons, and the small child who is very clearly possessed is talking to you and is about to get real hostile because you guys violated the contract.
Wow.
The terms and services agreement.
You guys violated diplomatic immunity by committing actively attacking someone.
I didn't attack him.
You laid a hand on
Ben
him.
just put a head.
Are you
No.
going to argue the details with a devil? Are you fucking kidding me right now?
Ben doesn't know what diplomatic immunity is.
Well, Ben better fucking learn because next time this comes up, it might be a problem.
He's gonna have a conversation with Darius after this. It'll be fine.
Yeah, that's all that needs to happen. Just one quick
Yeah.
conversation. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, that might help quite a lot. Too bad you guys didn't do that beforehand.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Darius, have you ever explained how your power works?
Which one?
The one that is relevant here.
No, because I wasn't. Darius doesn't know if it works or not. This was the first confirmation of it working.
Okay, and rather than take the precaution of informing the other party members that you have this ability, you were just like, I'll figure it out as I go.
Yeah.
All right, cool. As long as we're on the same page.
Trick question. Trick
Yep.
question. Has Darius ever explained anything to any of the other exalts?
Have
I mean,
you?
I'm the one that brought forward the flesh tower.
Eh.
So the
Got a
Flesh
point.
Tower was pretty fun, am I right? Don't worry, this storyline will be much less dark.
It's okay. Ben
Turn-
still
turn-
wants to know where the twins
trigger.
are.
The twins. Oh, right. I know where they are.
They're in the devil's living room, waiting to be sat on.
They...
Ben
Yeah,
doesn't know that yet.
that is technically exactly where they are. Yeah, correct.
Ben, I have some news. You're not gonna want to sit down to listen to it.
Oh, Jesus. Ben, I have some news. Okay, Ben goes to sit down. No, 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 no! Oh my god.
What? Trust me.
Okay.
God isn't here. Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah, God has never been here, actually. What's this? This is...
God is a dick.
So I think-
No. Well, yes. Well, no. No. Actually, he's not in this world. He's super not a dick. Being a dick implies you have a moral code.
So, I think the last bit of information you gave us was that the child started bubbling last session.
Yes.
Okay.
Correct. Bubbling.
Yeah.
Okay. So the very first thing we're gonna do...
And Mercy's still taking a tour of the facility. Although
Okay.
I do actually have some things that I want to do today, if that's possible.
Define that. What do you mean by that?
Like, I had some ideas for stuff that I could do on my end. But,
I see.
do the combat scene, it's fine.
Yeah, there's gonna be a combat scene. Okay, everyone. So we're gonna pick this up as we go. So the very first thing we're gonna do is I'm gonna change to push to talk so they can't hear me. Is we're gonna roll join Bartle. So please roll your. Wait 1 sec. Okay, roll your join Bartle.
Join Bartle.
Yes, you want to join the Bartle.
Wait a minute.
You guys can't hear me, right? Nope, just you pattern spiders. Hey, baby.
I guess James and I wouldn't. I know James isn't here yet, but
Yeah, you wouldn't, and he wouldn't yet.
Yeah. No, you guys are still far away, and Joe is on his way over to where James is. If I remember correctly.
Yes, but he's gonna hear this.
Oh boy!
You guys need to select your tokens when you roll join battle. It's easier for me that way.
I clicked on it. Click on, I click on that. I click on this. Did that work?
Nope. Are you clicking on your picture first?
Yes.
Should add you.
Give me an even lower roll. God damn it.
It doesn't matter. I'm gonna give you the first one,
Alright.
which is an 8.
Yep.
What else we got? We got a Darius at 6.
Says 7 on the turn order.
Yeah, my first roll was 6 though.
Yeah.
Oh, the different token! That's way the fuck over here. Okay.
What?
Yeah, I was clicking on the wrong token.
And you also just, yeah, no, stop rolling, please.
Fuck. No, I'll roll.
Anyway, so let's see. So, I've got Darius. I've got James somehow. Why do I have James? Oh, because you were clicking on that token, someone. Get out of here. I've got Mercy for some reason. Get out of here. You don't get to join battle if you're not here. Sorry.
Does Mercy's
Yeah,
danger sense
I
go
gotta get there real quick, but I think the way that I'm gonna get there real quick is if I.
Is if you cut out? Yeah, that's a good strategy.
Okay, fixed. Is if I hear trouble.
Okay, I'll, I mean, you can immediately sense something's wrong because you're in the same area.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
great. All right, if I can sense something's wrong, I think I was just dropping
'Cause
off the
you
kids
have-
with James.
What was your detection charm again that you use for magic?
It's all-encompassing sorcerer's sight.
Have you used it this turn, though?
Not this.
Okay,
No.
never mind. You're gonna have to wait.
Yeah.
I keep forgetting exactly how that works. But anyway, okay,
It's
so
an
I'm gonna
instant
skip you.
snapshot of analyzing. So.
Yeah, I remember. It's either that one or Spirit Detecting Glance, which you always have active.
I do always
and
have that active.
I get the two mixed up a lot. But, Ben, so this thing
Hi.
starts bubbling in front of you. And as it does, you see arms sprout out of the back of the child's back and slam down onto the ground. They're heavily muscled with, like, cords of black flesh going up them, with claws as long as your arm on the end. There's 8 claws spread radially instead of like a forward-facing way, and the creature looks very sickly. Parts of its fur are missing, and flesh is rotting away, but it is literally climbing out of this child. What do you do?
Ben is just gonna glare at this thing, takes like a step back and goes, "Oh, I'm going to enjoy beating the shit out of you."
Okay.
And
You gonna let it finish its magical girl transformation?
no, he's gonna kick it. He's gonna fucking roundhouse kick it through the doorway it was trying to leave out of.
Okay. Like, through the doorway?
Yeah, specifically he wants to get it away from Darius.
Okay, understood. Go ahead. Yeah, roll your attack.
Withering attack. Oh, no. Yeah. Distinctive, there we go. I think.
That's a decisive attack. Did you
Yeah, well,
intend to do
it's-
that?
Yep.
Okay, that hits. Roll your damage, which is just 8 dice. Oh shit, that's not bad.
Fuck.
How many health levels does it have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Yeah,
Wait,
exactly.
rolling 0d10?
Wow, very cool, yeah. It takes no
Apparently.
damage when you roll 0d10.
Fuck.
For decisive damage, you want to roll 8 dice.
Yeah, I'm literally just using the buttons on the...
Sure, but instead type
thing.
/r space 8d10 greater than 7.
Wait, sorry, can you repeat that again
Sure.
so I can write it the fuck down?
/r space
Yeah.
the number of dice and type. So in your case right now 8d10.
8, 10, okay.
And then greater than 7.
Greater than 7. Alright.
You know, sometimes you do like less than 3. It's the other way around.
Alright, okay.
No one got my... Okay, I see. That's fine.
Greater than 7?
Yeah, like that.
Okay.
Okay, so let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ouchie, wouchie. So Ben just immediately, after saying his line about enjoying beating up a child, kicks the thing in the direct middle of its back, in between the shoulder blades, where another limb is sprouting out, which causes it to snap forward, go flying into the doorway, which it catches with one of the arms coming out of its back. The thing is very clearly wounded. The arm now coming out is broken, but it is very much still fighting.
Alright.
And now it's mad.
Doesn't look like a child anymore. As far as he's concerned, the child's dead. So, Damon's gotta go down.
Okay, sorry, I'm just doing a bit of recording here.
Yeah, no worries.
I just need to do this, do this, do this, and then that, and that, and that, and then this. Okay. Okie dokie. Reset your initiative to 3. And Darius, you're up.
How close is this thing?
It is now maybe it's still within close range. You could easily get to it in one quick swift action.
I don't want to be in melee with this thing.
Oh, why not? Could be fun. You don't know.
Why do you think I kicked it away from you?
So Darius is gonna backpedal. As he does so, he's going to call the loyal steel on a massive sniper rifle. In the meantime, he's also thinking in his head, Madicel.
You're thinking it?
Yes.
Okay.
Because that's all we needed to do to call her. She said, "Think my name, and you'll hear me, and I'll know."
That's not quite what she said, but I'll let you believe it.
Okay, that's what I had.
What she said was, "Say my name."
Then I'll say her name, because
Okay.
yeah, I'll
Sure.
say Madicel.
Yep. Your character has good memory. I get it. Fair enough.
And then I'm gonna take the aim action.
Okay, as soon as you say that name, the creature's head snaps around. The child's face, now grotesquely broken and bent out of shape, so a muzzle is made of bone, and stretch back flesh is protruding from the lower part of his head. In his eyes, for a moment, you think you see real terror, but it snarls and hisses and says, "Do not say her name."
Oh, that got a reaction.
And then it turns around and vaults towards you. And it's going to do that, which is a withering attack.
On Darius or Ben?
Darius,
Ah.
for reasons.
I'm going to raise my evasion
That's wise.
before you attack.
Feel free.
I'm just looking for my dodge chart. I'm gonna spend 2 initiative to raise my evasion up to 5.
Okay. And it's going to pounce directly at you. It uses the 2 arms that have sprouted from its back and the 3rd scorpion-like tail sprouting from its lower back to propel itself away from the doorway and directly at you. It's moving with speed that no human could possibly match. However, you are exalted of the unconquered sun, and while everyone else sees something as impossible, you only see it as challenging. So, Well, that's pretty good. So it strikes out at you. You manage to duck away from it, but unfortunately, it puts you way off balance. This thing moves much faster than you predicted, especially for something still going through horrific physical changes. What is your... Evasion is 5, right?
Yeah.
What's your soak?
Is there soak on regular clothing?
No.
Then 0.
It should be your
Based on your
stamina.
Oh,
Yeah.
my stamina?
Yeah.
2.
Exalts specifically get soak from their stamina. Regular old people don't.
Okay, so let's see here.
And a reminder that you can stunt anything, including soap.
Uh-huh. So it's 5, 2 plus... Sorry, I'm just doing some quick maths. So, get a blanket, maybe a cup of tea.
Nerd.
Quick maths. Okay, so if this is that, then cool. Okay, so it pounces toward you, swiping down with its non-broken arm, the other knitting in place before your eyes as it strikes at you. Ooh, I rolled that wrong. Sorry. It doesn't manage to get much, but it knocks you down to the ground in order to avoid it, and doing so is obviously not what you had planned.
Wee.
And then, can I do this? No. Dang it. Okay. It lands on the ground behind you, and you see now that it's turning into some weird cross between a scorpion, a hyena with much of its skin missing, and some other unnameable oil slick like creature. It puddles black tarry substance around wherever it steps, and the scorpion tail on its back drips an acidic substance that causes the skin on the back of the creature to sizzle and burn.
That looks healthy.
Joaquin, you hear the sounds of combat. You also heard, "Don't say her name," and a growl. Hello?
Hello?
Joaquin?
Hello. I
Okay.
had my mic muted like a fool. Yes?
You didn't hear what I said?
No.
Okay, you heard the sounds of combat. You can now
Yes.
join the battle, so to speak.
Okay. Joaquin is like way back outside?
Yeah, it's gonna take you quite a while to get there.
Lightning speed.
Okay, you'll show up next turn.
Yes, sounds good.
At the end of next turn, just so you know.
Okay. Joaquin, Joaquin, like, raises his head from where he's kind of like shepherding the kids into James's care. Looks around. Just a question: is our hunter friend still there?
No, he left.
Oh.
Remember?
Yeah, he's a coward.
Well, what do you think Hunter Friend would have done against this thing? Just out of curiosity.
Tried to stake it.
He would have died.
Thrown
He
a
would have
bolt on it.
died.
Yep. So I'm glad he's
literally
not
blocked it.
in the room where that shit is going down. It's more like he's not able to like. Nah, okay.
He said he
wouldn't
was
be
going to
able
wait at the boat. That was quite some time ago, so he's probably
wait at the
boat.
where?
The boat.
Oh, okay. That works for me. Yeah, no. Okay, Joaquin's gonna say keep them safe, and he's going to blur with motion as he races back to where he last saw Ben and Darius.
Okay. Speaking of Ben, you're up.
All right. Ben's gonna go. Oh no, you don't. And goes and tries to grab and grapple the demon. Try to pull him away from Darius.
That's a decisive action. Are you sure you want to take that?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead. So that's going to be a grapple gambit. So you're going to roll it as per decisive attack, which means you need to. Okay, just to be clear, in order for this to be successful, you need to beat his defense with a decisive attack, and then with your 3 initiative, you need to roll 2 successes.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, cool. As long as you know all that, let's get to it.
What do I roll for that? The same?
Your
8d10?
dex plus combat ability minus versus his defense. So just dex and your combat ability.
And my dex is 4, and
Martial arts, I'm guessing.
yeah, which is also 4, so that's 8.
So for that
D6.
formula, you'd type /r space 8d10 greater than 7.
All right.
Basically the same as last time, actually.
Yeah.
Okay. So you lash out and attempt to grab him, but he simply bats your hand aside with one paw, spinning you around 360 degrees with the force and snarling hatred and invectives at you. That's a parry.
Fucker.
Speaking of
Why would you
fuckers,
fight someone your own size?
he reaches, he jumps. Actually, you know what? Hang on a second. Cool. He howls at you, Darius. And, which is gonna do that, and bum 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 bum.
He's up.
Okay, so he howls at you and gets 6 successes, not 4. The force of which hits you like a truck. What's your defense?
Is it not my turn?
Nope. According to my turn tracker, it's his.
Okay, because I went after Ben. I don't know how
Yes,
this
and
works.
then initiative was stolen from you.
My defense. Which one? Does it matter?
Well, I would like to hear your explanation for parrying a scream.
covering your ears.
Okay, cool. That definitely doesn't work, and you don't parry or dodge.
No.
Great, I'm good with that.
I'm going to try and jump out of the way of the scream.
Okay, what's your defense?
4.
Okay, so you leap out of the way, but as you're jumping away, your legs get hit midair with the force of the scream, which actually causes you to spin in the air like a top. You manage to land in a kind of superhero pose landing, but you're once again knocked off balance. It's getting hard to keep up with this fight. And I'm going to roll some damage. 1 second. Oh, Jesus. This is going to fucking hurt. What's your soak?
2.
Woof. 10 successes. Oh, it doesn't double, though. Nope, they do on this. Okay, woof.
I'm dead.
What?
I have 8 wound points.
It's a withering attack.
That you said I'm gonna roll some damage. You didn't clarify which one it was.
Yeah, no, sorry. This is initiative damage. If you die from this, I have bad news for you, buddy. You aren't actually a solar exalt. So 8, 9, 10, 11 plus 5 for initiative shift. Or initiative break. Yeah. So 10, 15, 18. Oh my god. Rutro SpaghettiOs. So yeah, your initiative drops by 10 points. Not 8, like it says there, because it doesn't count the double 10s. And you are now very exposed. Your turn is going to come up now. And right now you are in initiative crash. So you need to somehow reset your initiative. The best way to do that is to make a withering attack and succeed.
How far away from me is he?
He's short range, so he's still very capable of closing the distance.
Okay.
And this room isn't big enough for you to get much farther away.
Yeah. I will raise the rifle up and fire.
Okay.
Darius is gonna pull the rifle up, or I'm prone, aren't I? Or am I standing?
No, you could stand as part of your action. My description of what's going on is just flavor.
Darius is going to lift the rifle up, making it look like he's aiming for the creature's head, but instead, right at the last moment, aim for the tail.
Okay. I'll give you a point of stunt for that. Go nuts.
Wise shot as well, to lower his defense by 1.
Smart. Also, Blackthorn, this elevator music is the same stuff you were calling bangers last stream.
5 successes.
Estigial right of...
It's a type of antimatter rifle.
Alright, fair enough. Okay, so that will hit him. He tries to dodge it, but your gambit of aiming for the head and then adjusting to the tail works. So it ducks out of the way, which means you don't sever the tail with your rifle, but it does snap the thing to the side in a very dramatic and painful looking manner. You get 3 threshold successes. Roll your damage. Which is going to be your weapon damage plus your threshold successes.
Okay. Did I do that wrong?
73. Yeah, you put a space between the greater than 7.
Yeah, I did.
Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Am I counting that right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, so you shoot him. I believe you now reset to 3 once you hit 0. No, it's greater than or equal to, or less than or equal to. So if you're at 0, you do not get to re-roll join battle. But you do go down to 0, which is much better than -6. So the thing, like I said, the tail snaps to the side in a painful and dramatic fashion, and then you manage to make it miss you as it's running past, giving you a much better chance at shooting it somewhere vital. And it loses 6 initiative, which is very good for you guys, because that's raw damage on decisive.
Yeah. Heads up that when making a successful withering attack, you actually get 1 additional initiative.
Oh, that's true,
above
right.
what
So you're at 1.
Yeah.
Yay!
Time for a decisive
Yay.
attack.
Yeah, time for a decisive attack. I do 1 damage. Haha, fuck you, sir. Joaquin, you arrive just in time to see Darius recovering his composure. The fight does not seem to be as one-sided as you would expect for an Exalt.
Real quick, did Maticel respond?
Not yet.
Okay.
It has been, and I can't stress this enough, 4 seconds.
Also, this place might not be in conventional reality. Enough
That's true.
to
That's true.
Oof.
That won't affect Maticel at all. In fact, this is kind of the space that her kind used to build this reality, so not a big deal for Maticel. But she's just barely
okay,
got
I see that. Do I get an action at this time, or do I just roll join battle?
Absolutely. Nope, you rolled join battle already. We're just going to use that. I figured doing it before was smarter, because that way we wouldn't have to do it right in the middle.
Oh, okay. When did I roll anything?
Didn't you?
I did not.
All right, in that case, I'm going to need you to roll join battle, please.
I will spend a full excellency, which for me is Dex and sorry, it's wits and awareness.
Yeah, it's wits and awareness.
Got it. I will spend a point of willpower to add an additional success.
Believe we decided that added 3 dice, didn't we?
Oh, sure. I will do that instead.
Okay. No, we did decide it was an extra success because of the nature of Solar Exalts.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, because Solar Exalts succeed.
That is
1,
11
2,
successes.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Holy shit.
For 12 total. So I
Yeah.
have a 15 initiative.
Yeah, you do.
Okay, can I should have stunted this. Joaquin, but I'm just going to stunt it retroactively if I may. Joaquin arrives in a blur of motion, taking in the situation in an instant. He places himself with a leap directly in an advantageous position where he's able to like come out of the blur of motion above the monstrous creature, ready to assist his allies.
Yes. You can also take an action.
Are either of you two flaring with essence right now?
Not yet.
No.
Do either of you look tired?
Darius does.
Relatively, yes.
All right. I think Joaquin probably doesn't have a way to tell if you're low on power yet, low on motes. So instead, he's going to no visible injuries.
Nope.
No.
He's going to take the distract gambit.
Yeah, okay. Go ahead.
He's going to tumble past the creature, on his way, he pulled one of his taser devices out. They're single-use, quite powerful.
Yeah, we've talked about them.
Awesome. he has whipped this out, and he points it in such a way that he's aiming for center of mass, and the act of dodging this is going to put the creature off balance. He's aiming mostly to disrupt rather than strike, but should he strike, that's excellent. I'll take the distract gambit.
Yeah, if you're doing distract, you're not going to strike. But you
Yes,
can feel free to make your gambit. Difficulty is going to be 5. This creature is extremely focused on Darius.
It's as though making a decisive attack, so that makes
Yep.
sense. And I believe that this would be archery.
Sorry, a taser is usually a melee weapon. The ones you may be thinking of are the taser guns, which are hard to come by. You could theoretically have one, just is that what you're using? Because then that would be archery. But also you can't run enough electricity through those lines, even a little bit.
To harm.
No matter,
okay.
basically it doesn't matter how much tinkering you do. Without some magical materials on your side, you're just not going to have enough power going through it to affect an actual demon.
That's fair. So I'm just confirming. Do I have charms?
But I mean, it's the distract gambit, so you might not need it.
Fair.
I just always imagined there were the handheld ones. We've even discussed these, and you assumed that I knew you meant the gun one, and I assumed you knew I meant
you're right.
the hand one.
That's this is all good.
Joe is just
we'll make this
whipping
happen. And yeah, I don't have any offensive charms at this point, and I don't have any offensive spells either, because I don't have any spells.
I offered you Obsidian Rain of Butterflies.
Oh yeah, we needed to talk about that, didn't we?
We did. You decided on something else.
What was it? Okay, well.
It was, I don't know if you want me to reveal this, but I know what it was.
Oh, okay, got it. Yes, but I'll remind myself later if it's written somewhere.
So.
Okay, but no, I'm gonna distract. So this is a melee roll?
It's dealer's choice. Archery
okay.
or melee.
I'm
up to you.
Oh shoot, I'm terrible at both. Okay. Here goes nothing. I will have to spend a point of willpower on this. Do I get anything from the stunt of kind of like tumbling past with a?
Yeah, I'll give you one.
Thank you. Okay, so that will allow me to have a chance. I'll spend a point of willpower for an auto success. Wow, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 successes.
What the actual fuck? That's 3 10s.
That is 3 10s on 7 dice.
What the fuck? What? Huh? Yeah, okay. So you you just got 8 successes on 7 dice. That's
Yeah, I sure did.
a statistical impossibility. I love that. Well, improbability anyway. So you roll past the thing and jam the taser into the side of it, causing its fur to smoke a little bit and to cause a hissing sound to emanate from the black tar covering most of its body. It turns and looks at you almost incredulously and angrily, completely losing focus on Darius for the moment.
All right.
And I believe that resolves as decisive 2. No, it doesn't. Never mind.
I spend the initiative cost of the gambit and get its benefits, which I believe is like a reduction to its defense. And also onslaught penalty.
Yeah, so you...
Not that that matters, because it's going to go...
Particularly, no. But, okay, fair enough. So you reduce initiative by... yeah, okay. So 6. God damn. Alright. Top of the round. And so... Joaquin, you get the follow-up immediately.
Joaquin's going to...
Shoot it in the head.
With what?
Just blow its brains out.
With what weapon?
Make your fingers into a shooty gun configuration. Look at it and say bang. Maybe that'll work.
Rolls that as a decisive attack.
Eightfold Path joint isn't close enough for that. Fuck.
I gotta check if I have anything.
I mean, you could always punch it decisively.
I sure could. You know what? Joaquin's going to keep moving at and this is just fluff, but he's going to keep moving at a ridiculous speed. Strike the wall with what should be enough force to splatter himself, but instead rebound off of it with equal alacrity, as though his forward momentum, as though he had the skill to somehow transform all of his forward momentum into backward momentum with the same excellence with which he can accelerate in a split second to faster than a car. He's coming back the other way and driving his entire shoulder through the center of the creature, like being hit by a motorcycle.
All right, roll it.
I'm gonna spend a point of willpower. I'm gonna spend a full excellency on the brawl excellency.
Do you have the brawl skill?
Oh no, I do not.
Well, then you don't
shoot.
get any excellencies, you untrained fuck.
Yeah, you're right. I don't get any excellencies.
Mm-hmm. Just invest in the strength excellency. You're a lunar, right?
Yeah, definitely. I also definitely have any strength charms.
No excellency at all, Cal.
Okay, so that's raw dexterity.
Yep, just roll your dex.
Okay, gotta get 3 10s. I'm spending a point of willpower.
Yeah,
he's sure trying.
That gives you 1.
Wish me success. Wish me luck. No. Okay, 2 total successes.
Whoa, yeah, 2 total successes. So
does he have an onslaught penalty of 1 right now?
Hold on. So that puts you 1, 2. He would have an onslaught penalty from your attack, no less. Puts him. I think you still miss though. Hang on.
Yeah.
I need to discuss something with the pattern spiders. Pattern spiders,
Okay.
An extra success is great, but he would need 1 more to hit. Because right now he's matching, and that's not going to work for him. So, hopes and prayers? Okay, just 1 more, Blackthorn, and he'll hit. But, just 1. Sorry, we're just deciding your fate in the fate department.
No.
Don't mind us, we're just looming. You know how it is. Okay, the pattern spiders have decided they like you and your funny words, Magic Man, and you get an extra 2 successes. Which is good, because that's just enough, including the onslaught penalty, for you to hit. Roll your damage.
God. Okay, roll 15d10.
Probably pray to the pattern spiders first, but roll your damage.
Out of character, Sam prays to the pattern spiders.
Great.
Actually, 7 successes.
7
because,
actual successes. Hang on, hold the phone. Do I have something for this? Fuck. Alright, so you sprint through the side of this thing, which parts with a meaty slapping noise, both sides of it hitting the ground and dissolving into and dissolving away, boiling with like a stench that you've never smelled before and never want to smell again, and a gurgling, pained cry as it says, "No, not again, never again," and it melts and melts and melts until its form returns to what it was before, and you see that there is a child in 2 pieces.
Joaquin throws
Gonna need
up.
everyone to get some limit if you have a thing about kids.
I'm
no.
gonna.
Oh no.
Oh God.
Pretty much.
I have a
Blackthorn.
major principle that is like absolutely about protecting the most vulnerable in any society.
Yep, roll 2
So-
dice.
I'm gonna roll that.
Get lots of successes.
Ben has 3 now.
Yeah, they did think that, but they knew that this was a demon possessing a kid, and he decided to run through and bisect it. Oh, 1 success. Okay, gain a point of limit. That's fun.
Which you gotta roll for it.
Okay.
No, Witch does not, because Witch's trigger is kid suffering.
Yeah,
Just automatic limit.
Okay.
literally. He's at 3 now. He's not happy.
That's okay. You're fine until 10. And then you're not fine.
Yeah.
We're out of combat. What are you guys doing?
Ian is throwing up on the floor.
Great. You add it to the piles of black tar that have accumulated about the room, which you realize was probably the creature's blood. And also, you note that some of the blood leaking from the child that you just bisected is also black.
Joaquin's going to, in an attempt to like understand what's going on here, he is actually going to all-encompassing sorcerer sight the room as soon as he's done.
Okay. As you're watching, by the way, you still have spirit detecting glance active, correct? You didn't come through there, bud.
That is correct.
Okay. So you see the literal same shape that this creature just took, being ejected from the 2 halves of the child. The 2 halves of the creature reform together and then immediately whip away as if it's in a great wind. You hear, you can see it howling in agony and fear. And when you hit all-encompassing sorcerer sight, you note that all of the walls are made of some sort of material that is blocking your sorcerer sight. It's you can tell that it's some form of it's not magical. There's something about this material, but you can't see the normal like background to the material that you'd be able to with anything else in all-encompassing sorcerer sight. It's not lead, Blackthorn. No.
Okay, so the material is non-magical, but it's inherently opaque to this.
Magic resistant, I would say. It's like a magical material that isn't magical.
So the comment was, so styrofoam.
The pattern spiders guessed lead. Both of you are incorrect.
Is there any residual magic from any form of teleportation? Is that something that's detect?
No, there's nothing. Lead with the magic with no magic. Oh god. Speak to the manager, gain full dice pools plus willpower when storming Yushan.
So Ben just
Oh my god, guys!
clenches his fist.
Aki, I'm gonna need you to weigh in on exalted power here. It's called Speak to the Manager. You gain your full dice pool plus willpower, ignoring all penalties when storming Yushan. You have to find the unconquered sun and shake him out of it. Get a hold of yourself, man. It's called Speak to the Manager.
Accepted. But there is
Great.
one thing with that. You have to have a Bob-style haircut.
You also must abuse any servant or employee on your way there. Is this Krona's Black Blood?
Yeah,
from
those are
Soul
the
Eater?
casting words.
No,
Yeah.
it's like a tarry substance.
Darius
It's basically
is gonna
corrupt.
walk to behind
just
where
evil.
the throne was and search for any sort of secret passage.
All right, there's a door right behind it.
There. That's new, right?
No, sorry, the door is on the throne. It's on the back of the throne.
Oh, you mean the one that Ben smashed?
Did you smash the throne? I don't think so.
Yeah.
If you smashed the throne, then it would have like killed.
Okay, never mind. There's nothing. There's no exit in this room.
No. Remember, he was going to, and then he realized.
No, he was
No.
thinking of pulling on the bells, and then he decided not to, so he smashed the throne instead.
Yeah. So no, there's no exit from this room whatsoever. But you can't find the billionaire that led you here.
You didn't tell us that there was a door the first time, was it?
It was on the back of the throne. Like you wouldn't have seen it from the angle you were at.
But Ben walked, we walked behind the throne trying to get him.
Yeah, looking not on the back of the throne.
That-
You know what? Fair enough. You did see the door. Ben still smashed it.
Okay.
Ben's just going to walk over to the child's body, kneel down,
Hey, quick
fists
question.
clenched. Yes.
Which half?
He's going to move one of the parts of the body over to its other part.
Okay, when you put your hand on it, some of your hand it touches the black goo, which stings painfully and burns like an acid burn.
Ow. Fuck. Damn it.
That's how you.
This whole thing
I was just twisting that
sucks.
knife a little bit.
Let's just find the twins and get out of here.
Joaquin. No. Joaquin kind of
Get
like.
your limit pen ready. Here we go.
Joaquin, like kind of like gets up from his knees where he's been retching and looking around blearily, and he says, "I didn't see anyone else on our way in."
No, there's
I
not going to
don't
be a
think
limit
we're going
break
to be
yet.
saving the twins.
What do you mean?
They were killed.
Killed.
Yes.
Can we at least salvage their bodies, give them a proper funeral?
Definitely not. And I know you're not going to want to listen to me, but when we're walking back, do not look in the room
Cherry Garcia.
that is on the way down this hall.
Which room? There are so many rooms here, full of absolute shit.
Just, I'll point out the room to him as we're walking.
He's
when
gonna
we're
look.
leaving.
If he points it out, he's going to
Give
look.
me. No. Okay, so you guys are exiting the building now? Yes, no?
I'm gonna try one more thing.
Okay.
While we're in that room. Atakthon, are you around? Atakthon, sorry.
You hear yes from every one of the bells.
Jesus.
The acoustics in these is amazing.
Anyways,
Yodel, yodel, yodel.
what are the chances of you repairing this? And I'll gesture to the throne.
You get the distinct sense that his attention has moved to the throne, despite the fact that he's apparently in bells. And he says, "Oh, I could absolutely do so."
Can you fix wherever the door led as well?
Certainly, I could fix all of this if I wanted to.
Will you please?
Could I just tell you where it leads instead?
Sure.
Great! And then you feel his presence disappear.
I'm so done with this bullshit. Ben gets up. We need to get the rest of the children to safety. Let's go.
Darius, you hear a voice in your head say, "Where are you?"
Jesus Christ. Just constant people. I'll think back. We are in the Red School. I don't know if you're familiar with
You're
it.
thinking it?
Yeah.
Cool.
Does she respond?
No.
I'll say it then.
Okay. She says, "The Red School. I've heard of it. This is not the Red School. This is Durandal. You shouldn't be here."
We found a gate, portal of some form leading here in the school.
Stay there. I'm on my way. And you can actually, like, hear the timbre of her voice changing as she says that.
Kate, guys, we may want to wait a minute. I'll say that to Ben and Joe.
Yeah, no, Autochthon
Ben
has heard
keeps
of yodeling,
walking.
but doesn't fully understand how it works. Okay, you guys wait. How long do you want to wait for?
I'll just wait until she shows up.
Okay, so that's going to be about half an hour. What's everyone else doing?
Ben is walking back over to where all the children are.
Okay,
Supposed
you mean
to
the
be.
remaining children?
Yes.
Okay, cool. On the way by, did you look in the room?
I don't know. Did Darius point it out to him?
Not anymore because I was waiting for Matisel.
Alright, then he doesn't look in the room. He just goes straight out the door to where the other kids are.
And successfully dodges yet another point of limit. Okay.
Lucky him.
Yep. So you get out. James and I assume Joaquin are also there. Joaquin, did you stay behind? Hello. Are you muted again, or are you missing?
I'm here. Okay, Joaquin. So he didn't hear any of the Matisel thing. Could he hear half of that conversation?
Yeah, he could hear the part that Darius was saying.
He can put two and two together. He glances after Ben. I'll go make sure he's okay. Tell us what she says.
Will do.
Joaquin's gonna head after Ben, just jogging a little to keep up, and then catching up with him.
Okay, so you guys walk upstairs while Darius waits for a demon. Hey, Mercy, what are you up to?
So, about midway through the tour, Mercy, like, with talking with the principal, Mercy looks over to him and says, you know, I really thought it was interesting that somebody with a GED was here. Is it possible I could just talk to Scott, the bus driver?
He goes, yeah, that's totally fine. I will warn you ahead of time, he's a little strange, but he's a bus driver. They're kind of all like that.
Of course.
And between you and I, is it possible that you just watch what you're saying? Because think of it like you're talking to our founder.
Mm-hmm. Of course. And I would love to meet him. Again, I know
as soon as I can arrange a meeting, I will make sure. I'm sure he is going to be excited and thrilled to have a speech with you. He's actually discussed with us in some detail the fact that you called it a circle, right?
I did.
Yeah, we actually had a meeting and discussed how amazing it was that 5 individuals had come out like this. This is really, really big for us. So I'm sure he's probably just real upset that he couldn't be here this time.
I thought you said he was here.
But not available is what I mean. Sorry.
Well,
Aki, I do want to make clear, this guy is being genuine.
I know.
Okay.
But I'm sure as the principal of the school, you could ask him nicely,
He shakes
maybe
his head.
to make time for me. I want to use presence.
Aight, do it to it.
Is this immortal?
Sure, so you won't need to do much, but you do need to apply some exalted power.
Okay.
He works for a rich guy. He's used to having influence exerted over him.
That's nice.
Oh,
Charisma? And presence?
Yep.
Okay. I'm gonna use... you know what? I'm gonna use 5 excellencies.
Do you have 5 points in presence?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
then
I
do.
do.
It.
It's my supernal, you dumb fuck.
I am a dumb fuck. Thank you for recognizing that. Otaku Cathedral. Okay, so he goes, you know, honestly, he may really want to talk to you.
I mean, I'm only here for a short time.
Yeah.
So busy.
I may get
saving
in some
the
serious
world.
trouble here, but I'm gonna try it. You know what? You're right. You're absolutely right. I'll be right back. Can you just
Thank
wait?
you.
Could you just wait in the teacher's lounge? Just right here.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much.
Maybe I can
I'll
talk
be
to
right back.
Scott while I wait.
Yeah. If he isn't in there, he's in the yard. Someone can show you around, and he turns and starts running down the hallway. Well,
Sure.
yogging anyway.
Is Scott in the teacher's lounge?
Absolutely not. It's empty.
All right, I'm gonna go find Scott.
Cool. Just like he said, he is in the bay with the other school buses. One of which you note has its hood open, and Scott is in front of it.
Hey, Scott.
He turns and looks at you and goes, "Hi." And he goes back to doing whatever it was he was doing.
So, do you maintain the full fleet of school buses here?
He looks at you and goes, "They're buses, so I mean, you gotta like change the oil and stuff sometimes."
But you've got what? How many does he have here?
4.
Okay. I just didn't want to look stupid.
Aki. Oh.
Yeah, I know. I'm already playing this game. Woof.
Yeah.
Anyways,
you hang it with me.
I've LARPed before.
How stupid
with
could
you?
How smart could you be if you're spending time here?
Actively getting my brain cells reduced with
Sapped.
you, Jordan.
Yeah.
It's a dot on my intelligence.
My IQ is pickle.
By that I mean damage over time. So, you've got what, 4 buses here, and you said you had one that was back on the shore there.
He shakes his head. No, I didn't.
You did, though. You came into the teacher's lounge.
Uh-huh.
You got coffee.
He looks kind of confused.
So, I didn't already meet you in the teacher's lounge with everybody else there.
He goes, "No, yeah, I did." But, he looks confused again, and he kind of trails off halfway through his sentence.
Scott. What's happening? Because the Scott I met was very charismatic, and...
He goes, "Yeah, I just, do you hear that?" And then he just collapses onto the ground.
Okay. Mercy's gonna put him in the recovery position.
Cool. He immediately starts seizing. Hard.
Kate. Mercy's gonna yell for the medic.
Okay. Downside to having classrooms that are kept acoustically isolated is that
Alright,
no one
fine.
is hearing you.
Neat. I've got medicine. Let's fucking fix him. I don't know.
Cool. So, can I get an intelligence and medicine check real quick? No, this is not Eightfold. Eightfold was
Sure.
the guy who drove them here. And actually is one of the security guys right now. Okay, so whatever he has is progressing at an extraordinary pace. He went from fine earlier today to suddenly kind of confused to unable to string together a sentence to collapse to grand mal seizure in the space of seconds. And you're literally watching him deteriorate before your eyes. Like, you could see blood vessels bursting inside all over his skin. One of the security guards runs over and goes, "What the hell's going on?"
I don't know. He's having a seizure.
He looks down and he goes, "That's not a fucking seizure." And he, like, drops to the ground and immediately starts CPR compressions.
Okay.
Which doesn't seem to help at all. What are you doing?
I'm going to try and assist.
Okay. After a few seconds, he stops twitching and moving. He's got... Oh, wait. Sorry, I sneezed. He's got strange, like, lumps all over his skin. It looks like almost like plague boils. And he's got all... Like, he's beet red, but not from, like, exertion or sweat. It's, like, blood pooling just under his skin. His eyes have gone yellow. His tongue is extremely bloated, and he released his bowels a few seconds ago. The security guard looks at him in horror after a few seconds, quickly pulls his hands back, turns around, and stands up and starts walking away. He looks, like, terrified at whatever is going on with this guy.
I need you to call for backup for a ambulance and to get this man to a hospital.
EpiPen, I don't know if that'd help. He goes, Yeah. And he like leans into his radio, and
No,
like it's
now.
clear his training kicks in, and he radios for support.
Okay. I would try and
Just in case.
out of character.
Uh-huh.
I'm pretty sure I know what happened.
Okay, let's hear what you
However-
have to say.
Absolutely not. It's not wild mass guessing time. Let's go.
Okay.
So, in character, I would like to do a medicine check to figure out what is wrong with him currently. Like, what are these?
Oh, okay. He's dead.
I didn't make my medicine check yet.
He's not moving, breathing, or seizing anymore. He defecated just a second ago, and he's very clearly DED dead. Do you want to make a medicine check to confirm that he is in fact dead? He looks
No.
like a corpse that's been left out in the sun for 6 weeks.
Okay.
Do you want to make that check? Would that help?
No. I'm trying to think of whether or not I should continue CPR because I am not
You're pushing
technically.
a corpse. It feels gooey. His bones don't hold up like bones should.
Okay.
Oh, the pattern spiders suggest you use an EpiPen. No, not funny. Okay.
Horrifying.
A little stiff.
Oh, he's not stiff. No, he's goopy.
No, he hasn't gone into rigor mortis yet.
No, he's goopy.
He passed rigor mortis about 6 months / 3 seconds ago.
Ugh.
No, he didn't. No, he rigor hasn't set in yet. He's just goopy on the inside.
Okay. Mercy's gonna stand up then. There's
Yeah.
nothing I can do for him.
After a few seconds, he says, the security guard goes, "There's help on the way. I gotta evacuate the kids. This might be infectious."
I'll stay here.
And he runs into the school, and Eightfold just ran into the school to get.
Also,
everyone out.
if it's infectious, he should be staying in this room.
Yeah, but people, when they are confronted with the possibility of their own death, tend to panic and make bad
Yep.
decisions.
Yeah.
Yep. So
Actually-
he's
If it's infectious, you should stay here too.
He's already inside.
Well, fuck.
Yeah. Speaking of inside, all of the kids are now outside. And what are Ben and Joaquin doing when they get back to the children downstairs?
Joaquin's been doing his best to just be company for Ben without pushing. When we get to there, Joaquin's gonna take charge. He's gonna turn directly to James and say, "We've had a time down there, and we need to get out of here. Please take charge."
James isn't here.
No.
Oh.
Yeah, James is not here at all.
Oh,
Yeah.
right.
I thought you were talking to Ben.
No.
No. Okay. Right.
Top
Because
quality
James is not here at all.
Lana.
Wow. I. Derp. Okay. Gonna OOC that. Okay. Joaquin's going to. He actually like. Ben. If Ben is paying attention, we'll see Joaquin go from like pale. He's still pale, but from like pale and haunted looking, and kind of like he's still covered in the like little flecks of blood and ichor. But
And
he
vomit.
goes from. Pardon?
And vomit.
Oh, gross, yeah. But he goes from looking haunted and not okay to appearing at the very least confident. And he strides through the doorway, through this like portal way, into the midst of the kids, clears his throat and says, "We're getting out of here."
Okay,
Follow me.
Nora looks up at you and goes, "Where are the others?"
We've got everyone who is going to.
You see, see her look like terrified and hurt and absolutely broken by the news. And then you watch as she takes that pain and moves it aside, then turns around and starts organizing the kids. She gets to the first one and says, "Can we take off the ribbon?"
Yes.
And she nods kind of stoically and starts taking ribbons off, and everyone gathers together under her
Hawkins
direction.
helping. He's taking charge like a professor.
Like an
with
older
education.
young leader. Yeah, I get it.
Yeah. He's and then he's going to make sure that he's going to send Ben to the front and say, take us out of here. Ask me for directions if you don't remember the way. I will be taking up the rear.
It's literally a straight shot.
Okay. Joaquin's going to take up the rear, making sure nobody's falling behind, making sure he's going to keep an eye out, and as they're going, he's actually going to he's going to watch Nora specifically and give her like an approving nod at the very least to reinforce
Okay.
her in a terrible time.
Okay. So the lot of you.
While he's doing that, Ben actually sends a message to Mercy saying that getting them out. He wants to be vague specifically, so if someone's looking over her shoulder. But yeah.
Okay.
He wants Mercy to know that they're getting the kids out.
Okay, sounds good. Mercy, at this point, you've been standing over Scott's body for a few minutes, and the inside the school you can hear alarms going off. It's being evacuated.
Okay.
The principal runs up to you and finds Scott on the ground, looks horrified, and then looks around and goes, "What is happening?"
I don't know. I came out here to talk to Scott, and he collapsed.
He looks down and he looks at you and he goes, "I think there's something very wrong here."
Like what? Explain.
Sorry, one sec. I gotta look up a name. Mr. Fenner's office is empty. I don't think he's ever even been in there. It's completely empty. There was a door in there that I couldn't open. It wasn't locked.
I need you to take me there now.
Okay, but security's saying there might be a disease, and he looks down at Scott again.
This is no disease. And then Mercy goes to head to the school.
Okay, he follows behind you. And he leads you to Mr. Fenner's office, which is literally empty. There's nothing inside there at all. The only thing there is in there, in a red featureless room, is a door, very similar to the one downstairs. He shows it to you and says, "It won't open no matter what I do." And besides which, on the other side of that wall is outside. It shouldn't go anywhere, and there's no door on the outside either. So something is very
what's
weird
the
here.
principal's name?
Sorry?
What's the principal's name?
Principal.
Mr. Apal.
Yeah. His name is Mr. His last name is actually Pal. So he's Mr. Pal.
Okay, I'm gonna do this as seriously as I can. Give me a sec.
If you want to, okay, hang on. I'll be less of a shit. Just give me a second. Let me think up a name.
No, it's fine. Mr. Apal. Fuck. God damn it. He swallowed.
Humor breaks up the horror.
No. I can do this.
His first name's Prince.
This is middle name A.
Yeah, that's what the pattern spider said, and that makes it true.
Okay.
Mr. Paul.
Yeah, his last name is Paul. Like P-A-U-L. P-A-U-L. His principals are pee-pee.
Principal's initials are PP.
I don't think
this
you're
is some
helping.
Captain Underpants shit, you guys.
Mr. Paul.
He looks at you.
I need you to usher the students away.
He nods.
I need you to usher the students away from the front gate. I need them. Is there a back gate to this facility?
He shakes his head. No, there's not. There's only one exit.
Okay. Then I need you to keep them in the front until we can evacuate some other people.
He says, "What? Evacuate who?"
Shush.
At that moment, about all the kids that went missing come up the stairs right behind you. Mr. Paul turns around and sees them.
Nope. Look at me.
Sorry, he goes to turn around, hearing a commotion behind him. Do you physically stop him?
Yes.
Okay. He looks at you, afraid.
I need you to ensure that the students stay away from the front gate. I need to evacuate some people. If you do not... I'm not done. If you do not wish to know, I'm giving you a chance not to know.
He looks you dead in the eyes and says,
There are things...
I need to know. Please.
Mercy, let's go of him.
He turns around, and when he sees the kids behind him, he goes, oh my god.
Hey, so, your boss is probably a demon, or is at least consorting with demons.
He
Come
says,
on, let's get these...
those are the missing kids. They were here in my school. Oh my god.
Mercy, we need to get some of these people some medical attention.
I know. And we'll get them.
One of the security guards walks up to Mr. Paul and says, the police say there's no issues here? They said they have a report that everything's fine. I can't get them to respond. And he looks over at you, Mercy.
Wasn't something that I did.
He says, but what do we do?
I need you to get these kids home.
He says, of course. Possible. I'm horrified that this happened on my watch. These kids will get home.
I am giving you a singular chance, Mr. Paul.
He nods.
This school is extremely important for these kids. We can figure out a way to make it so that it's not... so that the reputation isn't tarnished. Mr. Fenner...
He shakes his head. No. This school is important, but it can't be built on this foundation. I'm sorry, I disagree. It would be insanely unethical to let this go. Even though I will almost certainly lose everything in revealing this. People need to know what happened here. These families deserve an answer. I'm sorry, but I disagree.
Their family, everyone does not need to know about the existence of things that myself and my circle fights.
I'm not telling people it was demons. I'm just telling people that the kids were kidnapped.
Good.
I'm not sure I believe the demons angle anyway, but I have to coordinate response.
You do.
Yeah. And he turns and walks away, and you see him, to his credit, coordinating the best response he can without police support.
Mr. Paul?
He turns around.
You're a good man.
He looks downcast and ashamed and says, I cannot possibly be, and turns around and goes back to what he was doing.
Mercy.
And actually is going to come up next to Mercy, place a gentle hand on her shoulder, and say, you can talk to him after.
Meanwhile, a tear in reality opens right in the middle of the throne room. Behind it, you can see a creature wreathed in mist navigating a storm that without end that screams horribly and reeks of charnel. The creature comes through, and it looks visibly injured. When it gets through the portal closes behind it, and it turns into Anita, who looks hurt, wounded. She says, I ran into an old friend on the way in here. I assume that was you.
8 Arms was recently split in half.
I would assume so. He went back to the Abyss anyway.
I tried calling you the moment I saw what he was doing. I needed to know if we could banish him or anything like that.
Well, he'll go back to the Abyss, and presumably, once he finds another body, he'll be back. We cannot be destroyed. That's not how this works.
There was a Mr. Fenner here. He's the principal of the school. He has lots of money.
She looks around. How did you find this place? It shouldn't exist anymore.
We walked into a closet, and there were more doors.
This is in the it's hard to describe. This is almost built into the scaffolding of creation. Look, see through there, and she points up to the sky.
I look up at the sky.
Okay, it's a never-ending and it's a never-ending and ever-shifting mass of absolute fucking chaos. She says that is the stuff that we made the world from. You can't see it from anywhere on Earth, but you can see it behind Earth, which is where you are now. I'm not sure how you even got here, and I'm not sure how Durandal got here either. That's the bastion that you're standing in. It's a prison.
That answers my next question.
It was made by us during the war. It fell long ago. And it probably should have been brought low sooner. It was near the end of the war that this place was built. You see her get the 1,000-yard stare of a military veteran remembering something particularly distasteful.
On that topic, this creature was far more formidable than the ones that we fought previously on the water. I know we never filled you in on that, but we ran into...
How? He must have just returned to Earth. He was still wild with pain and anger.
I'm actually going to gesture to the child. Is that the one that she was looking after?
She looks down at it, and she shakes her head and says, "No, that's another child."
Oh, great.
This world values children not at all.
I'm starting to notice that. I have a favor to ask. Are you able to provide me with the information on how to banish your kind?
She shakes her head. I know this sounds bad, but I honestly don't know. I'm not even sure how I'm here. I remember slipping through a crack and hitting the storm, and then I woke in my husband's arms, and everything felt nice. And when I had come to terms with what had happened, I realized that I had taken this woman's form, but I'm not sure what anchors me to it or how I even fit inside of it. By all rights, she should be dead.
I see.
She's not. She's just quiet.
You can take over bodies that aren't dead?
She looks and says, "No, I think they have to be gone. The soul has to have moved on, but that doesn't necessarily require you to be dead, no." Actually, she looks around. Durandal was used to experiment on the soul.
Meaning?
Oh, God. They may have been using this place to make hosts. Did you find anyone here?
I believe it was 7 children that were down here.
7.
2 of which were turned into a chair.
A chair? Can I see it?
Oh, yeah. I'll walk down the hallway and point out the chair to her.
Okay. She looks at it. She walks up and looks it over. She even picks it up and like puts it back down again. She doesn't even wince. Doesn't flinch. Nothing. She says, I remember there's something in the craftsmanship. I think I may have known this. The maker? Or I can't remember. I'm sorry. My memory is folded.
Oh, wait, I don't know all of the details of where the children were found. He turned one child into a gibbering mess, like animalistic almost. And another one was found crying in a cage. Those are the only 2 that I saw.
She nods. It sounds like torture. Used to... Oh, that's horrible. I'm... disappointed.
Do you need help? And I'm gonna gesture to her being injured.
No, no, this will heal. I just need to go rest. But I had to fight the creature you banished on the way in. It tried to wrestle for control of this body.
My apologies. I didn't.
It was very weakened. The fight was simple, if not harmless.
Okay. Do you want to come back with us?
She shakes her head. No, I need to get back faster than that, and I'll be noticed that it'll be noticed that I'm missing soon. My life is already complicated enough.
Of course. Is there any other insight that you can give at all?
There's something about Durandal. So there's another thing, but I can't remember. I'm sorry.
I'm gonna pipe up and say, Arakathan, are you here?
The shattered, broken remains of the throne all vibrate. She looks over and then says, "There's something else here."
Yes. Do you have any insight that could help?
The pieces of the chair vibrate again.
I don't understand vibrations, Autocathan. I'm gonna pull out my phone. Are you in here?
Actually, Madicel looks over and says, "I can."
What?
It's speaking in a language that has not been spoken since before the world was reduced. The chair vibrates again. It hates me, I think. The chair vibrates again.
Autocathan, Madicel is an ally. Please share whatever insight you have.
After a moment, the pieces of the chair assemble into a small wooden man who looks up and says, "Ah!"
I'm gonna look at Madicel again to see if she understood that.
Madicel shakes her head.
Okay.
And then it goes, "Ah, okay, now I can speak." So, this, and it points up at Madicel with a finger made out of an actual splinter, this is Void Tech. I'm certain of it. It has my marks all over it. Broken inside, and very dark, very evil, very icky. Madicel looks at it and says, "I told you, I think it hated me. What's a Void Tech?"
I'm gonna suggest you leave, Madicel.
Why? What is this creature?
This is...
The small wooden man suddenly explodes into 1,000 pieces, starts floating, and forms the shape of a face, which you recognize, but you've never seen before. And it says, "I am the architect of the soul. I am invention and the principle of all things made. I am Autocathon." And immediately, Madicel retreats through a portal. And then the face drops to the ground and forms the small man again, which goes, interesting, and leaps through the portal behind her.
No!
And
Can I grab
disappears.
it?
Fucking
Can I
just
grab
gets
it?
whipped aside from the wind.
I'm not able
And
to grab it, am
Alakazan just
I?
got into the Shadowlands. Sorry, what?
Oh, no, wait. I definitely can't grab it. That would break my deal with him.
That, and also you would somehow still miss.
Yep.
Alright.
Like
Well-
the world's most suddenly inept catcher in baseball.
That doesn't answer any of my questions, so I will head back up to the group.
Okay. You guys get upstairs just in time to see the two, or you get back upstairs rather, just in time to see the two groups of students gathering in the front lawn area. The students who are from the school and the students who are not. And there is a lot of talking going back and forth.
Ben's gonna pull over Mercy.
Okay.
'Cause, I think we might have an issue. It's to do with the kids here.
What kind of issue?
We have reason to believe that whoever this millionaire fucking asshole has been using this school to create hosts for Demon Army. And he kind of looks over at the kids and goes,
Okay, jeez.
I don't know if they're possessed or not yet. The ones that we rescued,
That's good.
they
That's good.
the ones that were tortured, I don't think any of them have been possessed, but I don't know what's going on with the rest of the school.
You guys see news vans arriving.
Well, we need to get out of here soon.
Yeah,
I'll-
Darius should be catching up. Fucking
At
asshole.
that moment, Darius catches up.
I'll handle this, okay?
Hmm.
You get the kids out of here.
Alright.
Or at least get those of us who do not wish to be in the public light out of the public light. Okay?
Joaquin shrugs. I am already our social media presence.
I am
I
aware.
think I would rather be here for this.
James is probably already gone into the bushes.
I'm one of your two lawyers. It would be weird for me not to be here.
I mean, that's fair.
The news shows up and starts reporting, and before long, a lot of police start to arrive. Mercy, you get a call from your favorite RCMP member.
Hello?
Sorry, one sec. I gotta remember his name.
First name A, last name Gent.
He says, "Hello, is this Zenith?"
You already know that it is.
Great. I'm just checking in. I hear you're at school.
Aren't we all students learning all the time?
The reason I'm asking is because I want to know if you have found these missing kids that I've been looking for.
Well, yes, I have.
You are a real treasure, and I demand that you get a reward for this. But failing that, since I'm a government employee and can't really make those decisions, where exactly are you?
The Red School on a very salty.
Of course, it's the friggin' billionaire
Spring.
school. Yeah, I thank you. I'll be there soon.
Okay, Bibbles.
And he hangs up. He seemed upset.
Well, sucks to suck.
Anyway,
Get good, Scrub Lord.
so over the next hour and a half, parents show up to start taking their kids home. A lot of the kids don't really have anywhere to go. They lived at the school and they're staying there. There is the security force is answering questions for the police. There's media outside trying to get an interview with anyone they possibly can. What are you guys doing for the next few hours?
Okay, so Joaquin is going to activate Mastery of Small Manners, meaning that he's incapable of faux pas. and he is going to handle the
media?
the interviews, giving only the information that is already self-evident, which is that some students were found here who were not meant to be here.
Okay.
That the situation is under control, as far as anyone is aware, and that everyone is working very hard to make sure that the children are reunited with their parents.
Okay, they immediately question you on the idea of, as far as everyone is aware. No, I'm kidding. You use Mastery of Small
I
Manners.
use Mastery of Small Manners, so
I'm just fucking with you.
gotcha.
Specifically for statements like that, right?
Yeah, exactly. Specifically, yep. I,
Mhm.
I out of character do not know how
Yep.
to do that.
Mhm.
Mercy's gonna meet with the kids.
Okay. So about the only person holding it, the only kid holding it together at this point is Nora. Even the kids from the private school are freaking out. Like, they had no idea. None of
Fair.
the teachers seem to know either. The principal didn't know, but he is taking full responsibility for it. He's immediately placed under arrest and taken away.
Okay.
There's also a lot of questions for you specifically, Mercy. The police
that's
walk up and want to know what happened to Scott.
That's not
To
right.
go talk to him in regards to my own investigation, and he collapsed.
So, over your questioning, you basically just tell them the truth, and they can't get anything
Yep.
out of you. And one of them says, "Okay, well, we'll see how the autopsy goes." He hands you a card and says, "Don't leave town."
Never do.
His card is that he is he's a oh fuck, what are they called? Detective.
Do you forget the word detective?
I don't want to talk about it, Aki. You absolute fucking
It just says detective on
bellend.
it.
It just says so I'm sorry. Is
His
his
last
first
name is Active. First name is Door.
Deck?
So his full name is Detective.
Ah.
Actually, I think I just fucked that up and his full name is Dective, but
You did.
I'm a very smart guy, okay? I can do math in my head all the time.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm. Sorry, you can do math?
Uh-huh.
Period?
Yep.
Alright. Got a question for you.
Okay. Hit me.
4 plus 4 minus 4.
Yep, that's a number. Good job, Aki.
Anyways. But Mercy's gonna talk with the kids and try and, like, comfort them and...
Okay. Yeah, like I said, about the only one who's keeping it together is Nora, but your words do help. Joaquin, you basically tell the media what happened, sanitizing a lot of details, like demons and whatnot. But do you spin it so the principal is implicated or not?
I specifically spin it so that there is currently no evidence that the principal knew that this was
Okay.
happening.
Fair enough. But the media is eating this up. They don't seem to realize you're not giving them much.
Yeah.
Because, exalt stuff.
Yeah. 6
6
successes on any roll is a lot.
It's literally more than most immortals are capable of.
They would have to be
They would
spec'd
have to
for
be
this.
some world-class interviewers, and these are local news stations.
Correct.
The pattern spiders are saying, "Tective, detective." He likes his drinks slurred, not shirken.
No. She likes her drinks. Well, D or they like their drinks because it's D.
Are you
D-E-E.
actually worried about misgendering a person I just made up out of a
Yes,
shitty
absolutely.
name joke?
Absolutely.
Excuse me,
Because,
You know what?
Because
They're not offended. Doesn't matter which gender you use. I called them a platypus the other day, and they loved it.
Anyways.
Oh god. Anyway, yeah. So over the next few hours, some parents come to pick up their kids, and transportation is arranged for the kids who were kidnapped. They're going to be taken by police back to their families. And I think we're actually going to end it there for tonight.
Cool.
So, guys, how you feeling?
Like, Ben is definitely not gonna punch Darius in the face at some point.
No, why would he?
Nah,
Just because you
not at all.
made a joke about making sure you get your Jen and Jerry's Cherry Garcia ice cream?
I don't remember making that joke.
Oh, it might have
That
been
was
me or the
odd.
Pattern Spiders.
That
We
was-
talk
that
a
was
lot.
odd.
But for the record, the twins that got turned into a chair were named Jen and Jerry. Get it?
Yeah.
Cherry Garcia.
It was a good thing that Darius didn't actually point out that room, because Ben would have looked, and that would have been
another point of
4 limit points.
You know, if you get enough of them, you win a prize.
Yeah.
If I may,
Yeah, I heard.
actually, Jordan,
I'm Jordan.
I haven't taken limit yet.
What is your trigger?
Period. Innocent suffering and unable help.
Oh,
So,
yes,
hear
you
me
can
out,
take
hear
a
me
point
out,
of limit
Jordan.
as soon as those kids come up those stairs.
Jordan,
Yes?
I'd like to take 4
Holy shit, why?
because I haven't taken any so far,
It
and
doesn't
this
mean you
seems like
should.
funsy.
So the way limit works, guys, is if you see your limit trigger, you just get a point of limit, period. Just automatically. If something violates one of your principles, so either minor, major, or defining intimacy, if something bad happens to those intimacies or they're violated in some capacity, then you roll a certain number of dice equal to the strength of the intimacy to see if you get limit or not. Now, Sam has actually been really good about it, which is nice because, to be perfectly blunt, I'm juggling a lot of fucking balls here and don't really have time to track your intimacies.
Juggling or gargling?
Well, you can see my camera.
Why
on
not
stream,
both?
So, definitely juggling and not gargling. I just juggle around the camera. It's fine. Like, if I juggle here, problem. But if I juggle here, no problem.
I can't even see. I'm not watching your stream. I don't want to.
Yeah, I'm letting you know what it looks like, so
Sure.
you know that I'm not gargling any balls on stream.
Uh-huh.
So, yeah, that's the way limit works. So, Aki, do you feel like you should be taking 4 limit?
So I should.
All right, fine, take 4 limit.
All right.
Get fucked.
I don't
Suck
think-
it, nerd. The god of limit shows up and kicks you right in the fucking dick.
Just
Fine.
One of
between.
the few things.
Actually, now that I think about it, the god of limit is one of the Neverborn, so you immediately die.
I was about to say that's the problem with that. There isn't a god of limit because it's not an in-character concept. Limit tracks in original OG Exalted setting are specifically. Anyway, sorry.
I would say there is a god of limit, specifically
have-
the Neverborn.
you know-
They invented the Great Curse, which is
The
what
thing is
limit
they're
is
not
meant to
gods.
represent.
So I have arguments as to why I should take 4.
I have a rebuttal to that. In fact, I would say Autochthon is the god of limit because, and hear me out here, the limit track represents an ablative defense that was built into the exaltations to prevent exalt from exploding from primordial powers that specifically assault like the mind, the emotions, the like quintessential part of you that makes you you.
I agree with that, but limit is generated by the Great Curse, which was invented by the Neverborn.
This is true. Neat. Okay.
Like, I
So
see what you're
it's-
saying,
it's-
but just
Autochthon is the
because
god
an
of the
exalt
limit
doesn't
track.
immediately break every time their limit trigger doesn't come up, doesn't mean that Autochthon invented limit.
Noted.
Okay,
Noted.
the pattern spiders are telling us to get on with it, so
Yeah.
we're going to do that.
Yeah.
So, guys, it's the end of the night. As always, we're going to do our thing. I'm gonna have my players vote for who they thought their favorite player of the night was, and then the pattern spiders get to
put
pick
it
their
in the
BFF.
chat.
What?
And put it in the chat.
Yes, please put it in the Roll20 chat.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna start with Sam. Who's your favorite player?
It's gonna be, you know what? This is a hard decision. For me, it's gonna be Darius I'm gonna stick around and clean up while the others be emotional and, you know, like worry about all of the stuff with the kids. And I'm gonna
Okay.
make sure that we learn what we can here, which is absolutely something that Joaquin will appreciate later.
Okay, fair enough. Which?
And grill him on.
I'm gonna go with Darius too, because you know he played it pretty smart, except for getting targeted by the demon. And yeah, his response to Ben wanting to find the twins was nice.
It is nice of him. Okay, so we got 1 vote for Darius, 1 vote for Darius 2. Mercy, Aki, who would you like to vote for?
I'm actually gonna vote Ben, just to break that tie, of Darius and Darius. I don't know why I said tie. Anyways,
Because it's Darius and Darius 2, so they're tied.
So, I like the fact that Ben is opposed to Darius right now. I like the fact that they're going after the same objective. Again, they're going after the same objective, wildly different ways of going about it. So
He does Blackthorn, yeah.
last week I voted Darius. This week I voted Ben because I want to reward that.
Okay.
Aw, thanks.
Speaking of Darius, hey, Mr. Sucrown.
I am voting for Mercy for still possibly being the only person who has a innocent mortal death under their belt. We thought it was that with Nadia, now it's this with the bus driver.
All right.
Also, I just really enjoyed her roleplay with Prince Apple.
His name is Paul. His last name is Paul. So
God
it's Prince Paul, or Prince Paul, if you say it
Prince
that.
A. Paul.
Yeah, his middle name is Archibald.
Oh my god.
I was about
no,
to say
it's
it
just
stood for
A.
ass.
No, it's Archibald, but he usually just puts it as like a period.
Archibald Bald.
Very funny. All right, so that means that I'm gonna combine the two Darius's votes just because they have the same name. So
Oh.
Darius, you win the player vote of the night and get a bonus solar XP. And the Pattern Spiders are still selecting their BFF, so we're gonna wait for that. But
Wild mass guessing?
no, first I'm gonna give you some XP. You can have 2 and 4. So 2 regular, 4 solar.
Nice.
Yeah.
Are we getting blue booking?
We'll get to that. Now, let's do wild mass guessing. I'm gonna start with. The votes have finished. Joaquin wins the Pattern Spiders BFF vote. Congratulations.
Thank you, Pattern Spiders. Was it because I bisected a demon with my shoulder?
I think you mean a child,
A
a possessed child. You shoulder checked a child so hard it became 2 kids. You're the Solomon. You're the Solomon of hockey checks.
No, stop.
The worst part is I don't think we told Joaquin that the child was already dead beforehand.
No one has
No.
explained that.
Oh god!
Joaquin is going to need some TLC
Okay,
later.
if we get blue booking, that is the first thing that Mercy, that's gonna be the first thing that Mercy's gonna ask about.
So here's the thing. Demons can't
Yeah.
possess corpses.
Almost corpses, though.
Almost corpses, sure. But not corpses. Anyway, so yeah. Mr. Sucrown, what is your wild mass guessing?
I believe this was still the same as last week, but the man in the suit from why am I forgetting the name of the city? When Mercy and I went to investigate the child that went missing, or the church that burned down, I believe the man in the suit is the billionaire, and he was
So
looking
wrong.
for one of his followers there.
Okay, yeah, good guess. 100% confirmed. You're correct, and I'm gonna have to rewrite story now because you're so right. Hey Aki, what's your
What?
Woomga? Aki?
I'm here. I'm just sighing. Mr. Fenner never existed. He was
That's
a
gonna be
tulpa.
everyone's theories from now on.
Yeah, he was a tulpa. No, so it's not that he didn't exist. It's that he was a mask made up to have this school to cover the school specifically so that they could make more hosts by the demon.
Sorry,
If that makes any sense. Okay, so Mr. Fenner is a mask. He's not actually a person. That's why he's busy all the time. That's why he's just kind of occasionally around.
But I am showed you his history. He's very clearly a real person.
So then either he's the demon or yeah.
I mean, I am also could have showed you that the last guy who didn't exist also did too, so there's that.
Yeah, exactly.
All
So,
right,
fuck
cool.
it, Mr. Fenner's a tulpa. That's my
Fenner's a
guess
tulpa.
from now on. Eat dicks. Jordan is
you
a
make
tulpa.
one guy not real and every guy is not real.
Yeah, that's why you're not real.
What?
Finally, some peace.
Speaking of peace, hey Witch, do you want a piece of this wild mass guessing?
Sure. Cthulhu. The guy in the suit is actually Satan. And, the children are being groomed to become demon hosts.
All right. All 100% correct. There is nothing wrong in that statement at all.
Yeah.
I'm honestly
and
impressed.
there's a mummy nuke somewhere.
Aren't
that's
you
about to blow.
playing the himbo? Aren't you supposed to be the one that doesn't know much? I
Yeah.
guess Ben doesn't know much, but you know every
I know. I am a cosmic entity. I know all. I see all.
Yeah, and honestly, my writing's pretty predictable, so that seems fair. Sam, my good man.
I'm gonna echo that these children were being altered to be ideal demon hosts, or at least some, practice was going on there. That was horrible.
Sorry, guys.
I'm also wild mass guessing that there was something about that demon that brought me here, and I don't out of character. I don't remember who said that, but I think it was the guy in the suit before he vanished.
Nope.
No, it was the demon who we then killed.
Yeah,
was
the
like
child
that
you
demon that
bisected.
Yeah.
Okay. Huh.
King Solomon, I'm gonna call that from now on.
All right, great.
You're one of the few people who get that reference too.
I do
Woof.
get that reference. If you both want the child so badly, here you can each have a half of the child, and then the person who cared for the child enough to not be okay with that was the person that. Yeah. Anyway, scary. Anyway, the wild mass guessing. I think this portal that we lost the opportunity to look at in the back of the chair. There's still a door in the office, and I think if we investigate that door, we're gonna find a way into kind of the back doors used by whoever is not Nadia's people. Maybe they're demons, maybe they're fallen, I should say. So we'll see.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, correct.
You will
see.
Be right back.
All right, everyone. So it's the end of the night, and I think I'm gonna go.
Hey, Jordan.
Nope.
One
Don't
sec.
you
I know
look in the
exactly
Roll20
what you
chat?
guys want. Just give me one.
Look in the Roll20 chat for just a second.
Just look.
Okay, grabby hands. Okay. Anyway,
Blue booking.
so
Gib.
I will be back tomorrow evening at 6 p.m. PST to maybe finish the A War. We're very close. I think we only have a few streams left, and then we're gonna move on to some Shrapnel games. It should be a good time. Please come check that shit out. I would really appreciate it.
Yeah.
Captain Safety demands that you attend the front lines. While they are not safe, there's only one way to make the world OSHA compliant, and that is to remove the A threat.
Remove a threat. Become OSHA compliant.
Okay, so blue booking. You guys can have 2 weeks.
Fucking yes.
Yay.
Ben is gonna want to have a nice talk with Darius.
Nice long bath with Darius.
Oop, I almost put 12 week. Whoopsie doopsie.
You cannot have 12. Well, I mean, you can have 12 week if you want. Let me know if that's what you
No.
prefer.
No, it's just
Just
take
gonna
the 2.
turn your phone off for 12 weeks, see what happens.
Like, oh, the world will be fine.
Yeah, exactly.
12 weeks later, the world literally explodes.
If the
Anyway.
world ever turns on us, that's what we threaten them with.
Yeah.
Sorry?
If the world ever turns on us, that's what we threaten them with. We'll just turn our phones off for 3 weeks, see how you handle it.
Oh,
Yeah.
that'd be funny.
12 business week.
Oh, Jesus, that's so
Oh,
long.
no.
All right, everyone, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you all as always. You guys make my day.
Yay.
Thank you, Exalt, for playing with me, and thank you, Pattern Spiders, for literally changing their fate. I think you saved an Exalt's life tonight.
Ooh.
Yeah, the pattern. That kid was gonna rip you apart. Its next attack would have done 12 points of damage, or 12 dice of damage, and it's pretty easy for it to recover that, since it gets 20 dice for damage on a normal withering attack.
Ouch.
Yep, and you guys punked it, so fucking clearly I don't know what I'm doing. But anyway, good time, guys. Thanks so much for being here. I suppose I'll talk to you all tomorrow, eh? So you know.
Balls.
Bibbles.
Bibbles.
Bye.
Bibbles.
Bibbles.